Hello, everyone, to our little Weebs in the Hood podcast. This is just something we decided to do for fun, and we're just going to talk about anime, talk about our favorite animes, or we're going to have a bunch of different topics as we go on. If you like anime and you want to hear this discussion more, then please consider subscribing to us, and we just hope you like what's to come.
Thank you.
All
Yep.
right,
Okay, we should introduce ourselves. Okay, you go first.
all right. Um, Today's topic, we're just going to talk about our favorite animes and why they're our favorite. And then once we're done with that, we're going to talk about our least favorite animes, why they're our least favorite. Uh, I'll just start. So, my favorite anime is an anime called Your Lie in April. And I love that show like with a passion because it's the most relatable show for me on a personal level that the main character Kosei is the most relatable character I've ever seen for reasons I won't get into because personal reasons. It has a good story, great characters, has great animation and amazing piano like soundtrack. And it's one of the most beautiful stories I've ever seen, and it's made me cry every single time that I watch it. So, yeah.
That is beautiful. Also, that was Malik speaking. I'm Derek. The person with the same special week, whatever her name is
My name's
Iggy, and
Iggy.
then the dude with the Chad Minecraft pickaxe is Anthony.
Nice.
Yes. Okay. So Your Lie in April is a good show. I agree with you. Um.
Do you
Uh.
cry? Do you ever cry when you
I
think about
watched
it?
it right after Clanid, so I kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah,
Actually.
that's what
I
it'll do.
I actually I was watching it halfway through and I had it spoiled for me and I never finished it. Like I never like finished watching it, but I like knew everything that happened in the end. I was actually more destroyed by that than the ending itself.
That's a
Honestly,
no.
the ending wasn't as sad as when he was playing piano saying goodbye to his mother, which really got me.
The ending was more bittersweet to me.
And in the clan, it was just depressing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
need to finish Planet actually. Well, I mean, I had After Story spoiled for me, so I've considered just like watch.
Everything
How do you
spoiled
get
for you.
everything spoiled to you?
I okay.
Well,
Okay.
Malik freaking
There's
got
some
Code
people.
Geass spoiled for him.
I
Ooh.
mean, some
Oh
I
yeah,
had
I got
JoJo
Code
spoiled for
Geass
me as
spoiled.
well.
That's right.
Code Geass is a good show, by the way. I mean, love it.
That's
Yes,
unfortunate
is very
having
good.
shows spoiled, especially
Yeah.
shows like Your Lie in April. Stuff like Promise Neverland where you can't have it. Like it's not the same. Once you know everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Anyway, Derek,
yeah.
what's your favorite anime?
My favorite is Steinzugetsu. Anime Steinzugetsu. I like it. It's really everything I wanted in a show. It's sci-fi is thriller with a hint of romance, which is beautiful. Both English and Japanese are both really good. I've seen it 5 times, and I still find new things every time I rewatch it.
I am crazy scientist.
The amount of
That
foreshadowing in
it?
that show is insane. Like I'm still figuring out new things. I'm like, wait, that was there all along.
That show is insane. There's a reason why it's number 2 on MAL, right?
I believe so. It's fucking amazing.
Behind FMA.
It's
Yeah.
behind FMAB, and then after that, it's Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and then Hunter x Hunter,
At
2011.
one point, at one point it was in third when Interspecies Reviewers took top spot.
I remember when Your Name first came out. It had like almost like it had like nine. Had like a 9.7 out of 10.
I still gotta watch Steins Gate.
You bitch.
Steins Gate goes hard. It's very, very good. My favorite episode in all of anime is episode 21 of Steins Gate Zero,
Zero
where
was meh.
Zero was meh, but I just found that when Ho and Kiyama came back, that was some
Nah, when he
Yeah.
like teleported back in time like 3,000 times, that was.
yeah, that was really
Yeah.
good.
Now,
I don't
don't
know, something about
try to
that
spoil
scene.
anything for the listener.
And he has memories of all those different timelines. So.
All right, Richard or
Iggy.
oh, Iggy, you're up.
I wasn't it.
Who's Richard?
Yeah, it's Iggy, whatever. I So in this group, I'm known as the slice of life dude. My favorite shows. One that came out in 2018. It was called Uma Mazume Pretty Derby, and I enjoy it because I do. It's just one of those shows that you could just watch and you'll be in a poor sad mood and you'll just watch it like oh hey, this makes you smile. It's about a girl. She's a horse girl, and she just goes zoom. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything because you should watch it.
If you like moe trash, you'll like.
My
Pretty
God.
much, essentially, yeah. Essentially, it's not really moe trash. It's
I
It's moe.
actually
It's
found
not
that show
even-
thoroughly enjoyable.
I enjoyed it too, to be honest. But
it's it's yeah. It's
I
something like
came
you
into
can
it
like.
thinking it would be bad, but it wasn't.
It's
like, I enjoyed it more than I
you
liked
can
Love Live,
kind
to
of
be honest.
really. Love Live was interesting.
I never watched Love
Yeah.
Live.
Neither have I.
Hey,
I
on
got
the
a
worst
friend
out of the three, though.
obsessed with it.
I have a Love Live poster in my room, actually, right next to an autographed picture of Trump.
Perfect, perfect.
Yeah. So like you just walk into a room and then you see Donald Trump and it's got his autograph, and then right next to it is all the Muse girls. They're all holding hands, and
Although
it's
School Idol
really
Project's
interesting
better than
setup.
Sunshine, so.
Sunshine was, there was like, okay, School Idol Project had all the characters were lovable. Sunshine only had like 2 or 3 good characters in my opinion. But yeah.
Is it my
Sunshine
turn
felt
now?
boring.
Yeah. What's your favorite anime, Anthony?
My favorite anime is Made in Abyss. I believe Crunchyroll in the 2018 Crunchyroll Awards a year, and that's how. Actually, the elevator scene was the first thing I saw on YouTube. Don't look it up if you want. It's at like first glance you wouldn't think much of it. It's kind of just got like the normal cutesy child animation style,
It looks pretty moe.
and then like the thing that really sold it for me was it was in the first scene where one of the songs from the soundtrack is playing. The soundtrack's excellent, by the way. It's by Kevin Penkin, who wrote Tower of God this season.
Also, Shield Hero.
It's just so much.
I guess like
It's just everything. The world building is really good. A couple or anything, and it's not some insane character piece like something like some other shows, but it's just I don't know, does something for me.
It's really freaking good.
That's
And the
another
art's also
one I
really
gotta
good.
watch.
It's very, very.
as
very
long as
good.
it's
Unfortunately,
something
it's
you
not on
enjoy.
Crunchyroll.
The ending
Yeah,
was
but
really.
you know
the
us, we
ending
got
of
these
season
little
1,
sites.
dude, I was on the ground like, what just happened?
Yeah, the movie came out too. I wonder if that's it's because it's the Bondrewd arc, but I wonder if that's on.
Yeah, this kid read
Unfortunately, the
manga.
manga doesn't get much farther.
Does it just straight up end like
No, it doesn't
after?
end. It's still ongoing, but chapters come out like maybe once every 4 or 5 months. It's a little sad.
Damn.
But
At least it's not Berserk.
JoJo fans are crying. JoJo fans and Carl, they only get one chapter a month, and Made in Abyss only gets like a chapter every 4 months.
Hunter x Hunter
Berserk gets a
fans haven't got a
every
chapter in
2
like
years.
10 years.
Oh, the latest chapter for Hunter x Hunter came out a few months ago, I think, but still.
Really, Hunter x Hunter's still going?
Oh, wait, let's see. I can check.
That show's great, honestly.
Hunter x Hunter's amazing.
It was one of the first few anime I watched. Well, the first anime I actually watched was Spirited Away, and I really enjoyed that. I was like, where
Spirited
can
Away
I
is
find
amazing.
more?
I'm still
It's
watching.
it's like one of my favorite movies of all time. Like it's up there.
Although
Like
I like
I think it's like
The
number one.
last Hunter x Hunter chapter came out 2 years ago, or more like a year and a half ago.
Jeez.
I like Castle in the Sky more than Spirited Away. But anyways, okay. Yeah, that was a good choice actually. I like them all except Iggy's. Yours is meh. But anyways,
Okay, well, I think it's just personal opinion, really. When it comes
it
to
is.
favorite.
If you like what you like, unless it's some weird hentai or
If
shit.
I did state too that it's one of those shows that makes you happy. If it makes you happy, then it gets you happy.
I like shows that make me depressed. That weird.
You have some weird.
You're a depressed
I like-
person, so
I like crying.
Aren't
nerd
we
shows.
all? The only show I almost cried into was Clannad, and that was during
Oh,
like one
how'd
of the,
you
like,
not
the
cry?
first arc. Listen, I
You cried during the
laughed when-
first
no, this
arc, and
man,
that's
this man cried during the Fuko arc.
Oh wait, no, I did too. I cried a little bit at the little. Was it
Oh
a wedding?
gosh, I'm actually now thinking about it. Makes my eyes moist.
Dude, you
The
ain't
second-
ready. You ain't ready for anything.
Wait
you
for
had
the
a Fuko arc
train, my
before?
friend.
Bad,
Wait for
dude.
the train.
Wait for the train scene, bro. I swear.
I could only
Wait for
cry
the
in
gang
Daddy's
arc.
arms.
What are you talking about? The gang arc was
Yes,
the
dude,
saddest
the
one.
gang arc was the best arc in Clannad, bro. Like, no
It was so
cap.
good.
The gang arc was so good. Yes, that's sarcasm for people that can't detect it.
I'm so happy I got guys watch Planet.
Yeah, you kind of just like sat on my couch and you're like, I'm not leaving until you watch Planet, and I was like, okay.
This is true. I did that.
And
I-
then you like ate all my food and like passed out for like 2 hours.
This is true. I did that. I ate a lot of food. It was good. It was good Mexican food.
All right. So, should we talk about our least favorite animes now?
If you want to.
Interesting topic.
Okay. All right, I'll start. My least favorite anime is this little anime movie called The Garden of Words. It's about 45 minutes long. It's on Netflix if you want to check it out, even though I don't recommend you do. Why do I not like this movie? This movie made no sense. There was so many plot points, so many plot points that went absolutely nowhere. Like, it just made absolutely no sense. The ending was terrible. I did not like this movie at all. When I finished this, I legit said, I want 45 minutes of my life. Like, I just do not like this movie.
What's weird is written by the same dude who made both Your Name and Wasn't With You, which are both
Yeah,
great
and Your
movies.
Name was amazing.
Really? The same guy.
Yeah, he made a. There's a movie even worse than that, in my opinion. Movie. It's called 5 centimeters per second. It was his first movie. Don't go back and rewatch his first movie.
Well, I mean, I guess you do have a point that it wasn't. So,
5 centimeters per
I mean,
second
everybody
was
goes for it.
so. The ending was so bad.
That's how fast the pacing in that movie.
Do I gotta go? My least favorite show?
Oh god, here we go.
Oh no.
So there's a little show. Probably everyone knows called Fairy Tale.
Headphone users beware.
Yeah.
It's
Quick
called
disclaimer,
Fairy
everybody. Quick disclaimer, guys. Things are about to go ham. So
This
if
man
you guys
got
are
talked for like
if
45
you're a
minutes.
fairy tale fan, just brace yourselves. Okay, you're about to have some straight no caps thrown
Unsubscribe.
your way.
If you're a fairy tale fan,
don't talk
just
to
get
me,
out of
please.
here. You're not gonna want to hear this.
Yeah.
All
Fairy
right,
Tale.
let's be quiet. Let's have him explain his reasonings.
All right. See you guys in
Fairy
45
Tale
minutes.
starts off with this girl named Lucy Arcelia.
Oh, I know
The
what you're
same face as every single character in that show. Look it up. Every female in the exact face. Okay. She joins this guild called Fairy Tale. It's called Fairy Tale, right? I haven't seen it forever. So it's called Fairy Tale. And within that guild, they go on magical adventures. But those adventures literally lead to no plot points. None. The characters don't develop at all. They're the same exact character after each arc. The bad guys join the good guys every single arc. Everything they need to be done happens out of plot convenience. Every power up they use one time and never again. It's not a good show. I'm not gonna go completely ham with this today because I've already made this point 1,000 times. I don't like Fairy Tale. It's not a good written show.
There's
If you like it, you
only
like it.
there's only two characters from Fairy Tale that I like actually thought were pretty cool, and that's Gajul and Loxus, because they actually had development in my opinion.
Loxus was the only character that was actually had genuinely good development. He went from being a villain in an arc to a kind of anti-hero to protecting the guild even though he wasn't part of it. It was actually good.
Yeah, he was really cool.
Disclaimer, I haven't finished Fairy Tale. I got really, really far and I just said, what am I doing with my life? It's not a good show. Don't waste your time on it, please.
Also, can I just say that the most bullshit moment in Fairy Tale, and there's a lot of bullshit moments, but for me, one of the most bullshit moments was when Natsu was fighting the Twin Dragon Slayers. The fight absolutely no sense. Like, he's in his base form and he's whooping the shit out of these Dragon Slayers in their Dragon Force stage. Like, it makes no sense.
The show makes absolutely no sense with the power scaling.
He was literally doing well because Urza said, "Oh, the stronger his opponent, the better he fights."
By the way, that was never, ever, ever ever established before that fight. That was never established.
Yeah.
That was over 100 episodes in, and all of a sudden now his stronger opponent, stronger he is.
Hey, I'll be right back. Can
Okay,
What do you guys
Anthony,
got
you
next?
go next.
All right, I'm going. All right. My least favorite anime. It's not even like terrible or anything. I just didn't like it. The first half is pretty good. It's called Mirai Nikki or Future's Diary or The Future Diaries. It's your standard death game show, right? I don't know if it was before all of the other ones or
It
if it just
actually
kind
was
of
like
followed.
one of the first death game show that made it popular.
Yeah, okay. So it's like the SAO of death game shows. Sounds about right.
Yeah, but it's better than
I don't
SAO, at
know.
least.
None of the characters in that show were really likable, except for the little kid that tried to kill the main character. I found him kind of cool. I liked how his diary was a little coloring book, and that's when the show started getting bad. That was like the end of the first half, I think,
No,
or
then
into
the
the
first half
second half.
was
I
the
don't
cop.
like that. I don't know. That show just wasn't good.
The cop was.
Like
I
especially
like the cop a lot.
the second half, it just kind of got convoluted and like different things happened and like at times it was confusing. Like what was like they had sex at one point and then like I don't know. It just wasn't very good. I did enjoy the first half and I liked the opening, but I just couldn't watch that show. Well, I actually did watch it, but I couldn't. I don't know. It didn't do it for me.
I liked it. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I know it's not written the best, but it was fun.
I wonder if it'll ever get because like Sword Art Online's nothing special, but it's got some pretty good spin-offs, or at least one good spin-off. I wonder if Mirai and Nikki will ever get a sequel, guys.
Ryan, Nikki, what they have kids and their kids are in a death game?
Well, didn't okay. This might okay. Spoiler territory for Mirai and Nikki. You might want to like skip ahead a little bit, but I'll give you a warning. I'll give you like a few seconds. Doesn't he become like God? At least that's what I like. He got like a little plant.
He became God, but then he
But
realized
Yuno was there too, or
he
something.
became God, but then Yuno from another reality, a third reality, comes to him and basically takes him with her to her reality. So he's basically he has God's powers.
But he's a normal. Okay, yeah. See that? That's retarded.
So they.
But you know what
they should
else?
have kids.
You know what? What else was in that show? What was I just about to say? Oh yeah, at the last few episodes, like the last, there were certain animation spikes like where the quality just went really good, and it was never during anything important. It was always when the main character was screaming, and it was very weird. It was super off-putting, and wasn't done very well. Even though the animation was really good, it just wasn't put in the right spots, and I didn't understand that.
I was on the first three anime I actually watched.
Isn't there a death game anime? Isn't like Gluttony or something? Isn't that coming
It's
out
coming
this
out like right
season?
now, actually.
There was another one that came out about 2 seasons ago that was sort of similar to Mariah Nikki.
Oh, no, that was last season. Oh, what's the name?
It
Darwin's
was
Game.
like in some like weird. It was like some weird dimensional stuff or
I
whatever.
believe it was Darwin's Game.
John
last
was
season.
watching that one.
This,
Oh, Darwin's Game. Yeah, Darwin's Game.
this
Darwin's Game,
season,
that's what it was,
there's
yeah.
This is a season of a psycho chick called Yuno, except she's slightly less chaotic.
Yeah, that's the thing about death game shows is, from what I've heard, a lot of the times, all of the female protagonists are yandere, Gasai ripoffs, which is kind of whack.
Yeah, I think
It's just
a death game is
becoming
a cool concept. Like
What
Phase
was
Zero
that?
is probably the best death game I've ever watched.
It's sort of just at
Which
this
one
point, I
is?
guess, becoming
Zero.
like the isekai genre, where it's just becoming watered down to where it's like the same thing every time, where
Isekai
it's
has
just
been
one
the
thing's being
same thing every
overused
time
over and over again.
since for the past 5 years. Or so.
I'm fully aware, but it's like it's getting the isekai effect.
Yeah. So Richard, what is it? Iggy. Yes, that's your name. Iggy. What's your
Who
favorite?
the hell is Richard?
Yes, this is Richard.
Isn't
That's-
Richard the
that's-
other guy?
Iggy.
No,
What was
that's
your
my
least
that's
favorite
my
anime?
that's my screen name. That's my screen name on Discord.
Yes, his screen
Oh,
name.
yeah.
His screen name's Richard.
It's literally it's Richard Sherman. It's literally just Richard Sherman.
What's
That's my screen name on Discord.
what's your least favorite show?
What? My least okay. My least favorite anime is actually two of them. I don't think I'll be getting into one of them for the sake of the others. They only got to explain one, but it's one that came out in December. Orisuki, Are You the One Who Loves Me? I decided I was gonna watch a romance anime, and hey, Orisuki happened. So I watched it and I was like, wow, this is really not that good. And like a lot of the people that like I saw on YouTube were like, hey, the show's really good, you should give it a watch. So I said, hey, why not give it a watch? And it's I really wish I had spent all that time watching something like Doctor Stone, which is also really good.
Dr. Stone's good, fight me people.
But just it's like it tries to be something unique, but it really isn't. It's like it sort of just repeats itself. How like the main protagonist is like, hey, there's this bench and these two chicks are gonna confess to me, and they're all like, oh, I love your friend, and like it's the whole story is just centered around, I guess, like the bench, and like, hey, I want a chick, but I can't get one, so I gotta help the chicks get a dude, and it's just it's not even worth me explaining it. It's just not good.
Orisuki Lamau.
It's also, if I'm correct, the main character. If I'm correct, I may be wrong about this, but the main character is also voiced by the Deku voice actor.
Oh, Deku. We'll get into him eventually.
Yeah, yeah. That's
What do you mean? The best shonen main protagonist ever?
You know what? You know what? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I
That's
The
apologize.
best
Well,
Yeah,
leave
yeah.
him for
And he's
next
Mexican
episode
too, guys.
because
Leave
you're
him-
gonna
That's
tell
what the
leave
Deviant
him
Art
for
people
later.
say. They say
Deku-
he's Mexican.
Hey, order in the court, order in
Deku's
the court,
Mexican?
order in the
What?
court, order in the
Have
council,
you never
order in the
seen?
council.
Have you never browsed through DeviantArt? Neither have I. But have you ever seen fan art for him?
Neither
He's,
have I,
Like
he says.
wrong skin color. And it's like, why?
Oh,
What's the point?
Oh,
we've seen fan art, all right.
Oh, I've seen a lot of fan.
hashtag Todeku best ship.
Kill yourself,
Um,
please.
can I just go on my second least favorite as well?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Go
go.
ahead.
I'm gonna go urinate
Um,
real quick. I'll be right back.
Thank you for letting us all know. So this one's actually one that I enjoy. It's like it's a very love-hate relationship with it. I really don't like as much as, and you're gonna hate me for this. I don't really like Demon Slayer that much, if I'm being completely honest.
What? Demon Slayer is the greatest anime of all time.
Dude, it won anime of the year, dude.
It won anime of the
Um,
year. That means it's better than anything.
You know what? Yuri on Ice also won Anime of the Year in
This
2016.
is true. He has a
Yuri on
point.
Ice was a masterpiece. That's sarcasm again, people. I know there's some that can't detect sarcasm, though.
And I could just go into explaining why I don't like Demon Slayer, but I mean,
We're very sarcastic
I just
people.
don't
If you
want
could
to.
understand.
Yeah, I just it's the anime. It's I feel personally that it's carried by its animation. I mean, a lot of people can agree. A lot of people can agree that it is carried by its animation. I think I am one of those people who thinks it's carried by its animation.
It was made from
Um,
Euphoria, Ufotable, the same people who freaking do the Fate series. Yeah, it's carried by its animation people.
Fate
yes.
has some of the best animation I've ever seen. Just
Oh,
throwing that out there.
like the art is really beautiful. That's like the one thing. That's the one of the things I like about it. I don't like how at certain points the animation just takes a dump on itself. Like it'll be really cool, and all of a sudden their eyes will just be like bulging out of the back of their head, like you just smacked them, like you smacked their new fade.
The
Like
thing is, I guarantee if Demon Slayer got like a bad studio, like if it got like Toei or something,
You know,
then
like
Trigger.
Bowie or freaking Dean
Trigger.
or freaking
or what's the studio that animates Black Clover?
dang it, anime Black Clover, what's it
Ooh.
called?
Should have been Seven Deadly Sins should have been animated.
Hero.
for them.
Dude, do not get me started on Seven Deadly Sins season 4 or whatever.
Honestly, I actually was gonna start watching Seven Deadly Sins, and then like that happened, and I was like, yeah, maybe I don't
Just
want
watch,
to. But
just watch the first 2 seasons.
yeah, my brother watched it all, so he's
Watch
like,
the
it's
first
pretty
two
good,
seasons,
you
read
should
the
check it
manga
out.
from there.
Once I
Yeah.
finish Doctor Stone, I'm like halfway through Doctor Stone right now.
Yeah, so Demon Slayer is very meh. If Demon Slayer had the same treatment that Black Clover had, I guarantee you'd get as much hate as Black Clover. If Black Clover had the same treatment Demon Slayer had, I would guarantee you Black Clover would be as loved as Demon Slayer is right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Let
the
me-
manga art for Black Clover is really nice.
Yeah.
It,
Let me say something real quick. I know I said Seven Deadly Sins season 4, even though people call it season 3. I said season 4 because technically there is a second season,
But
but
it's OVAs.
it's just 4 filler episodes. So yeah, just throwing that out there, clear the air.
I started reading Black Clover on a Kiss manga, and they called they called him Aster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Todd has
Aster.
fan subs. At the time, there was no.
Do I just have to deal with that, or is there anywhere else I can read it other
You
than
just have to deal with it.
buying
It's
it
fan
digitally
sub.
like a scrub?
They also call it the like magic.
The Sorcerer Emperor.
Sorcerer Emperor
Yeah,
for the
the
Magic King.
Sorcerer Emperor instead of the Wizard King. Yeah.
on on your comment though, saying buying it like a scrub, I personally don't think like it's really a scrub move to just like buy
No, I know.
manga. I have like 7 volumes of Tokyo Ghoul and 2 volumes of Komi-san in my room
I have
right now.
7 volumes of Black Clover.
I have 3
Yeah.
volumes.
I need
I
to
thought
buy
about
Space
actually.
Brothers.
I
No,
actually
I'm going to. I just don't have money.
also another
I
one.
don't have
Princess
money either.
and Helplets was bad.
You know what? You know what manga I do have? I have 1 volume of My Hero Academia that I got at the thrift store for $1.19.
That's how
Well,
much
that's
that
because.
fucker's worth.
We're gonna get into My Academia next episode.
It's actually it was the stain
We'll
art.
save that. We'll save that for another segment. Okay.
What's your guys' favorite mangas?
Ooh.
Um,
Fly me to the moon. 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 Fly me to the moon.
My favorite manga. If we're going off like mangas, like we've read all the way through, then a manga called Rosario plus Vampire, because that's really the only real manga series that I've completed. There's other manga series I'm reading like Berserk and Black Clover, but yeah, I'll just say Rosario Vampire for.
Mine's the Katsuki no Yona. It's literally everything I ever wanted in an anime series. Action, adventure, fantasy with romance.
Have you read the Takagi Sands?
I read the
the
what?
one where they're adults.
Yeah,
The-
and
the-
like they have there's a spin-off.
I was
to
caught
the
up with
Takagi
it for a
Sands.
while, and then like a year ago I dropped it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just noticed it because they were like there was a
The
meme or
meme,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, the one they sent in the.
Anthony, what's your favorite manga?
No, yeah, I watched all of the first season of Takagi, and then I was like, bruh, and then
It's
I
just
read all the
Komi-san.
manga.
I've actually
Anthony,
noticed
what
a
is your
weird
favorite
influx of.
Oh, my wait, Richard, what's your? Richard said his. You guys, you said Akatsuki no Yona. Oh yeah, mine's Space. Even though it's got an anime adaptation, it's not all of it, and I've read all of the Space Brothers manga, and it's just I could go on and on about Space Brothers.
Fly Me to the Moon is getting an adaptation in November, but I hope it doesn't get delayed like ReZero did because of the Wuhan Weezer. So
Of the sweet and sour sickness.
You mean the mortal cough bat?
the Kung Flu.
The sweet and sour sickness.
Chickenpox.
Bittersweet cough. Okay, we're about to get banned on our first episode, guys.
We're about to get banned on our first episode. Here we go.
Our stream is banned.
Can we just talk about Unordinary and how good that of a website it is, please?
I love
read Unordinary.
I don't really think now would be a good time to talk about webtoons since we're talking about manga, but I guess well.
I read
Well,
Solo.
I mean,
does
like
play.
Tower of God and God of High School are both getting adaptations.
Yeah, but so is Fly Me to the Moon, and I enjoy that more.
Well,
than I enjoy Unordinary.
That's a
Tower of
manga.
God and
What is
God of High
Solo?
School
Wait,
both
does Solo
webtoons.
Leveling have an adaptation yet?
No, but
No, not yet.
There's a lot of controversy according to one of my friends. Well, not really a lot of
late Tower
controversy,
of
but
God,
like they're trying to like supposedly they're like trying to get it, but
the thing
I
is,
really
I-
like
I'm-
Solo
that's weird.
Leveling.
the thing is,
like
Tower,
there's it's
the thing is, Tower of God is doing so well that God of High School is already getting an adaptation, and if those two do well, they're gonna do more in the webtoons.
Yes, they
I'm not
better
gonna
do
lie.
Unordinary, I swear.
If they do an
See,
Ordinary,
it doesn't deserve. After seeing Tower of God's art style on it being animated by like Crunchyroll, I think
that's the
Unordinary
art
is too.
style that the author wanted. I like
It
that art style.
literally it looks like talented MS
That's what they were going
from-
for. It's supposed to look like that.
I love
MS
how we,
Paint.
I love how we like somehow got completely off topic.
Talking about our favorite webtoons, it's fine.
Yeah, well, you do the same thing with manga as well. You read it, you read webtoon. You read manga.
It's an anime
There's
art
really no
style, close
big
enough.
difference.
I get confused reading like manhwa and webtoons sometimes because I try to read them the speech bubbles right to left.
Yeah.
Dude, I read
Oh,
comic
really?
books right to left sometimes on accident. Now I'm like, oh shit, no.
I look at memes right to left.
I do too, actually.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Ultimate weebery. It's not a healthy thing.
That's not even weeb. That's just disappointment at that point.
Correct.
Malik, don't lie, you've done it before too.
No, I have not actually.
One time I read so much manga, like volumes of Tokyo Ghoul, that their teacher made me read a real book, and I forgot how to read for like a minute because I read so much like left or right to left, you know, and I could not read it. And I was like, how do I read this?
Parasite's a better Tokyo Ghoul. What?
I still gotta
Okay,
watch
I think-
Parasite.
I haven't.
is
I
so
watched
good.
Tokyo or a little bits of Tokyo Ghoul. I haven't watched it all, but I do need to watch Parasite.
I know like at one point in like it just goes completely off, or like it just gets weird.
I think that's the beginning.
Parasite is amazing.
Really?
No, I'm joking. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just
On the topic of manga, actually, I don't know.
I read
Read Fly Me to the Moon.
mostly shoujo romance manga.
I've read a few shoujo romance manga. Senryo Shoujo is one. Does that count as shoujo manga?
I guess so.
I
Have you read
I read all of
Kimi no Todoke?
Quintessential Quintuplets.
I have not read Quintessential Quintuplet.
Have you read Kimi no Todoke?
No,
Oh, How I Ride?
no.
Wolf
I haven't read. I
Wolf-
haven't. I've read slice of life romance, maybe not shoujo. All I can remember is that scene in Ouran High School Host Club where the little girl they made her read shoujo manga, and she was
Ouran
like,
High School
haha,
Host
did
Club
watch.
is amazing. I'm so happy you're finally watching it.
Well, I'm reading the manga now.
Wait, you're
Because
already
it keeps
finished the
going.
show?
Yeah, I finished in like 3 days.
You bitch, why didn't you tell me anything?
Jeez.
The ending of the
Among-
anime was very meh. End of the manga is way better.
Yeah, the ending of the anime was like I was like hmm.
Ending to a Happy Sugar Life was disappointing.
Ending to Happy Sugar Life was awful.
I wouldn't say awful. It was just really.
No, it was bad. It was straight up bad.
Isn't it different in the manga? They just decided not
Yes,
to
and
animate
like
it. They got
the
lazy.
complete last episode is completely different. They like escape the building and everything and like keep going.
They literally pulled a Walking Dead.
They really
Bro.
did.
How dare they?
The Happy Sugar Life manga is real. Like the freaking drawings in the manga are way more creepy than on the anime.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I don't know. It was
We
given
have
the.
like another like 20-ish minutes till we make this an hour. So keep talking.
All right. A manga series that I really want to get into is Vinland Saga
Dude, the
Ooh,
anime was so
For
good.
sure.
because season 1 was great. Like,
It was
Okay.
awesome.
I don't care what any Demon Slayer fanboy says. Vinland should have won Anime of the Year.
Oh,
That's
easily.
something we could talk about. We could talk about the Crunchyroll Anime Awards.
Oh
We can do that next
Oh,
time.
boy.
Okay, that's a whole
Next
topic on
time.
its own.
All right,
How about-
sounds
how
good
about-
to
how
me. I
about
had
you,
the page
Anthony?
open on. I had the page open
No, we
on
should like go
Chrome
through the
on
years.
my-
We should go through the years and see all the BS through the.
Yeah, you know, like
How-
2017 when Erased lost to Yuri on Ice. Yeah, or in Konosuba, and you know, yeah.
How freaking Kira didn't win anime villain of the year.
He barely lost.
Yeah.
He deserved that, dude.
See, it's okay. It's okay. JoJo fans will get a second go when President Valentine is nominated for Villain of the Year,
Funny
and
Valentine's
he is gonna win it. He is gonna.
Who won it last year? Who was that one?
Anime villain? The mom
Muzan.
from
Muzan
Promised
won
Neverland.
No,
Or-
no way, Muzan
No,
won
wait,
it.
was it Muzan? No, it
No,
was.
it was
no
the mom
way.
from Promised Neverland. Was it Isabella?
Oh yeah, Isabel won.
You
Best
know what?
antagonist.
I messaged him. I messaged her
Oh,
mom.
okay.
And
She was my favorite character in that show. I think she deserved to win it, but you know who else really deserved to win it was Askeladd.
And
Yes,
Garo from freaking One
All
Punch Man.
for One or somebody won Villain of the Year. Like when My Hero just like went like crazy. Like
Dude,
when the My Hero
dude.
fandom was going crazy. As usual.
Askeladd,
Like every year.
Garo, or Isabella. If any of those three would have won, I would have been happy.
Askeladd was by far my favorite antagonist of 2019.
Oh yeah.
I really like Isabella a lot too.
I did. Isabella was my favorite character in Promised Neverland.
I thought it
Isabella
was
looks like
what's
my
his
mom.
face?
Norman?
Yeah.
No.
Did he not?
it was
Wait. He
Isabella.
should have won Protag of the Year.
Norman?
We don't
Norman's the main
protect her,
character. Freaking what her name was? I can't think of it.
What is her name?
It starts with
Emma.
E. Emma. There.
Emma.
I was thinking Amelia from
She
freaking
was.
ReZero for a
I
second.
always think Norman's the protagonist, but then I remember it's Emma, and like I'm confused between the two.
Emma is what's his face's little brother from IQ, little sister.
Hinata. Freaking Hinata from
Yeah.
IQ's little sister. Lol, dude.
That's another show that I like. That's the only sports anime that I can get into.
The only sports anime I've
couldn't
seen
watch
was
Code.
Free. Don't judge me.
I can't watch. You just
Oh,
you know
Free.
what? Free got canceled because like they were trying to
I've also seen
they, were-
Yuri, and
they,
the two
they made
sports
them
anime
too
I've seen
bright,
the
and
gay
the
ones.
reflection on the paper burned down the whole studio.
Yeah, freaking it's Kyoto Annie got like freaking dude, the dude
It
who
got-
made
I'm-
Kanad is dead. It's so retarded.
Kyoto
Yeah.
Animation.
Oh,
Kyoto
he
Animations
died?
tried to.
Yeah, no, remember the Kyoto Annie attack earlier last
Well,
year?
yeah, I remember that, but I didn't know that he died.
Yeah, the director of that show, he died.
Oh, I could make so many jokes right now, but spoilers.
Oh my, you're a terrible person.
I'm trying not to.
No, my favorite part
that-
about or not my favorite part. It was really tragic. It was really sad. But they canceled
that-
Fire
yeah, how could
Force
you
for a whole couple of weeks because of it.
Oh yeah, like
How
Captain
could-
Fire Force, that was pretty funny.
How could you laugh at something so tragic? Okay.
I don't know. I can though.
They
because Fire
canceled
Force.
Fire Force. That's
They
amazing.
They also edited the Fire Force ending to make it less scary.
Scary,
Aw.
lol. Fire Force is
Scary.
very mad to me, dude. Everything Soul Eater, it's like every worst part of Soul Eater put together. I think
It does
that
look-
because
wait,
it's done by the same
Was
author
it
as
made by
Soul
the
Eater.
same people who made Soul Eater?
It's no, the same
Yeah, that's by
author.
the same mangaka.
Okay, I had a feeling because at the end of this, the art style looked very familiar.
Yes,
I
but
tried
it's
getting
worse.
into Fire Force.
Everything
I
about
don't
it
know.
felt like a worse Soul Eater to me.
For me, I was watching it as it came out at the same time as Doctor Stone, and as Doctor Stone was getting better, Fire Force was just getting worse, and I was like, okay,
Yeah, it was
I think
slowly
I'm just
getting
gonna
worse and
stop
worse.
watching it.
Doctor Stone is like it's slowly getting, I guess, better. I mean, I'm on episode 10 right now, so
The
Second
thing
last
about
season.
Fire Force, I feel like what really like turns people is that it's kind of relying too much on fan service now.
really,
Yeah.
no
Well, I
way.
mean, Code Geass
Big
did a lot of
movies.
that near the end too, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
In the
you
second
wanna know the
season,
difference?
just like
Code
the
Geass was
1,000
really
Colin
good.
booty shots, bro.
Code Geass was really good.
You know what sucks on Netflix? Code Geass doesn't have any of the Pizza Hut sponsorship.
Really?
No way.
No, it doesn't.
That's amazing.
Made me sad. I was looking for
See,
it the whole
Netflix-
time.
Netflix can anime when they're not trying, but when they try to like, I don't know, how do I explain this? A lot
Well,
of
what are
times
some
like with
Netflix anime?
well when
Seven
Netflix
Deadly
put on
Sins.
Evangelion, they really we don't talk about that.
Netflix is even good.
They screwed up Evangelion from like a lot of people that I talked to. They said like they didn't include Fly Me to the Moon in the ending. They messed up subs and all that. I don't know the whole detail.
They changed the.
they
Man, I
changed
missed
a
the
lot of
part where
stuff.
Shinji. Well, it still happens when he jerks off, but like he doesn't say the same line, and that makes me a little sad.
I'm so fucked.
Oh, I just spat out my water.
Oh yeah, and him and the gray-haired kid are less gay.
I know, right? That was the whole point of that, though, is because Shinji was just so done. He was like with everybody else. Somebody to actually show him affection. He started to fall in love with him. That was the whole point.
So Netflix like went back on their own
They
policy.
stopped. Yeah, they
of,
stopped. Like they're not nearly as gay as they were for each other. It made
Wait,
sense in the story.
Wasn't Violet Evergarden a Netflix-produced anime? 'Cause
I
Violet
think
Evergarden
it was.
slaps.
Violet Evergarden is beautiful.
I love Violet Evergarden.
I thought it was just.
I haven't
It's
seen it,
just
but I've like seen the
wonderful.
trailer. It's so
That's
pretty.
it. It's in my top 10 at this point.
You really
somehow.
like it
I
that
don't know.
much? I didn't think it was that good.
I
Violet
loved it. It
Evergarden
was,
survived-
it was the perfect type of show for me.
Isn't the whole story behind it is that like this chick survived Nom and now like,
Friggin' Nom, he says.
She survived. Nah, yeah,
She survived Nam and became Edward Elric.
yeah.
is
Okay.
that actually the plot behind
And then
it?
she learned how to be the master type.
Nah, here. Let me
Dude, Saber,
explain.
dude,
Far.
what happened was Saber went to Nom and came out.
Here, let me explain it.
Damn, the new Fate series
Basically,
looking kind of good.
basically what it is it's about this girl named Violet who was one, and she ended up getting her arms blown off, and she got replaced with these metal arms, and she's trying to become like this typewriter or something, like these people that like make letters for people that don't know how to write. So yeah, that's basically the idea of what it's about.
I
So
thought it was
when
just
so
okay.
I
so
don't
then
know.
basically
It
she's
was my
fighting World
perfect.
War
It
II.
was the perfect type of show for me for some reason.
Which is weird because when I heard about it, it feels like a show I'd fall in love with, like Planet or Ansel or Plastic Memories. It felt like a show I'd fall in love with. I didn't fall in love with it.
Oh
Did you
yo,
watch the movie? That's
No, I
on Netflix.
didn't.
The
I
movie's
haven't
cool.
watched
dude,
the movie yet. I gotta
there's
watch
a
that, man.
there's a movie to Violet Evergarden.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
came out on. It's on Netflix.
Oh, when did that come out?
I've been watching a lot of anime on Netflix.
Because they finally
Imagine
added
watching
a
your
lot
anime on YouTube. I actually watched. Okay, I'm gonna confess this straight up right now. I watched Maid Dragon in English on
Why do you do that to
YouTube.
yourself? Oh, I watched Mariah and Nikki in English. I think that's just as bad, to be honest.
Well, hey,
I watched that in Japanese. I think you were the one who told me to not watch it in
Ghost,
Yeah, don't watch
Ghost
that show in
Stories in
English,
English.
well,
What
hey,
about
hey,
Ghost Stories in English?
hey, I tried, keyword tried, to watch Clannad and dub.
We have sex and
Oh,
sex makes
I'm
baby.
gonna beat you.
I'm gonna beat you.
that, that show's not even sad and dumb. It's just fun.
They changed
Like, could you
Nagisa's name to
imagine seeing some
Nagisa.
of the saddest
whoa,
scenes in
shoot!
that show
Tommy
in
had a
dub?
son. Oh boy, how to explain this? Okay, so basically, the male bunny has a.
Why are you talking about ghost stories all of a sudden?
He's
I
got a
said
thing called
Ghost
a
Stories.
penis.
Next episode, we're gonna do
Tommy.
best and
I
worst
know it
dubs.
could never
I'm
work
down.
between us, not because you're a
Because
rabbit, but
rabbit.
because
you're
you're
black.
black.
This
Yo,
show's so great, dude.
we gotta
That's
we
like
gotta
okay,
talk
guys.
about.
Disclaimer: that's actually a line in the. That's actually a line.
No, we're
in the
talk.
show, guys.
We'll talk about.
Dude, just
be-
watch
we're,
that.
we're talking about best and worst dubs next episode.
What?
Yeah. How much
Okay,
time do we have
like,
left?
Hey,
Like
we got like
10 minutes.
8 minutes.
all right.
Alright.
All right. So MHA, guys.
Say MHA
No,
for later.
no,
we can-
no, 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 no. We're gonna need more time than just 8 minutes if we're gonna talk HA.
The thing is, we don't hate it.
We'll
we
have,
just don't like
we're
it.
gonna have to in some of the later episodes. We're gonna have to go over like openings and endings and dubs and subs.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. Next episode,
Crunchyroll
I'm
anime
down for like
awards
best
and
and
why
worst dubs.
Crunchyroll is the worst thing that's ever happened to modern society.
Honestly, I think Crunchyroll and Funimation are equally as bad for each other, but that's just me.
Funimation doesn't.
Funimation's
Funimation
pretty
has
bad.
some good stuff, I guess.
Funimation, the whole thing with Big Mignana, I'm never gonna trust them again.
Oh my, yo, we should talk about that.
Dude,
That's a
I know
topic
so much
that I
research
do
about
not
that.
know very much of.
Vic
I'm
Mignogna's
not gonna really have
deposition was
much-
some of the greatest things ever. He was such a Chad during that.
I really don't know much about the whole situation, but that's something I'm
Anthony
not
watched his
really
deposition, right, Anthony?
No, yeah, I was watching the videos as it was unfolding of his.
Dude, when he's like,
it wasn't the court.
when he was like, I'll read it to you, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that
Um,
was.
He handled himself very well.
He got hoed. Simple as that. He got hoed.
Yeah.
It's just like
Freaking
me right
Mana
now. It's like
Coriel
playing, War Thunder.
is the newest voice actor announced for freaking Fruits Basket dub, and I'm so sad about that.
I'm gonna boycott Fruits Basket.
I'm a
Like
boycott.
when I saw that on Twitter, I'm like,
Arr,
you know
boycott
what? I might switch to Japanese.
Who plays Haruhi in Oran Host Club?
It might be Laura Bailey. Yeah, that's not Laura Bailey. Never mind.
I search up Haruhi and Haruhi Suzumi is the first thing that shows up. That's another show I should watch.
Watching the dub is better.
Oh, that isn't that the show with the chick?
Who's God?
Whose eyes are all like she's like big. She got like big eyes. Like
She's
you
basically
could fit
God.
Trump's money
Isn't she
stash
literally
in there.
God or
Like,
something?
it's
Caitlyn
She's
Glass.
literally God.
Who else does she voice? I know she voiced.
That's the one that we saw in Gigak or whatever. It's
Yeah,
like,
the one who's all like, imagine if it was not
Yeah,
even
that,
high
yeah.
school.
My
But in high
sister, she goes to USC and she does acting school there. And I think I sent this to the chat, but this would be cool to share with with our negligible
The
amount of
audience.
viewers. Yeah, my
Negligent.
sister, she goes to USC and she was in a conference call a few weeks back with voice actors from Code Geass.
That's
Code-
awesome.
Cowboy Bebop. What am I
It
on?
was
I don't know. Why I thought-
Steve Blum, right?
Yeah, Steve Blum
Steve
and
Blum,
whoever
he's-
played what's her face. Whoever played the female sole survivor from Fallout 4.
Steve Blum voices Spike. In Cowboy Bebop.
And then his wife also plays what's her face, Julia, right?
I think so.
On the
Yeah,
on the
she was in there
topic,
too.
Who does Steve Blum voice in Code Geass?
No, he doesn't. I meant Cowboy Bebop.
I was about to say, dude, Code Geass was my favorite.
I'm an idiot.
I
There was
absolutely
also
love
someone else. There were a couple other people.
We're going
Just as an
completely off topic.
FYI, I want to let you guys know that the same dude who voices Diavolo in the English dub for JoJo also voices Funtime Freddy.
Is he
He
actually?
voices who?
I think it's Kevin Geoff. I don't know, but something Geoff. He voices Funtime Freddy, and he also voices Diavolo.
From Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yes. Search it up. Funtime Freddy voice actor.
Oh, Derek, you were watching Kaguya, right?
Yes, I finished it.
Shirogane's
also-
dad is Dio.
Who voices Dio?
Shirogane's dad.
Wait, really?
Yeah. He's the
I
same voice
freaking
actor.
love that show so much.
It's hilarious. I was watching it as it came out.
Chin
really
I tried. I remember the episode where they explained where they explained what
Sex was to Kaguya. That was a good episode.
yeah, it was that episode. Yeah, that episode was funny.
No, my favorite episode was the dick episode. Chin Chin.
The what?
The one where they
Wiener,
talk
wiener
like
dogs and
hot
like
dogs.
freaking.
Oh yeah,
Weird
where the
dogs,
oh chin
yeah.
chin, and then she'd like.
and then Chica just yells, "Oh, why are you take wiener out of your own mouth?" He's like, "You're perfect."
Yeah, I'm caught up with the manga for Kaguya.
Ishigani's
And
best boy.
He is indeed. Derek, have you read any of the manga? Because he becomes
No.
even better boy. Read manga. He become better boy.
Dude, I love him. Everything he says is so. This boy.
Bro,
becomes-
Kaguya-sama not
chat.
popping off. He needs to kill off some characters.
This boy is lying. He's gonna go home and play the new video game he bought. Dude, I never related this a sentence more than the anime ever.
No, he goes. He becomes a thought slayer, and it's pretty.
Does
Good.
he actually?
Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
Yes, he's gonna be even better. Dude, I love him so much.
Yeah,
How much time we got left?
He's my freaking Instagram profile pic. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, what are we gonna do for these last 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Kiss, fall in love. Doo-doo, doo-doo. I see you come. I
So
want
this
you to go.
Malik.
Actually,
Derek,
what
Iggy,
was
and
that?
Anthony.
Wait. Well, what was that one manga that I had you ever?
What really?
You know which
bad
one I'm
one?
talking about? The one with the girl or whatever, and like, she made like the rice balls or whatever, like with her feet, and like she made the dude eat it.
Yeah. This is guys. We need to start wrapping it up. Okay. So this is this was us. It was me, Derek, Malik. Say hi.
Yo.
There's Iggy here.
Bro, can I get a pug?
Pog.
And then there's Anthony here.
Yup.
And this has been us. By the way, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us what topics you should do later
Tap
on.
the
And we're just doing this for fun.
notification
So all our opinions take with a grain of salt. Yeah.